Hello guys, welcome to Mahesh View. The next match you are going to see is West Indies versus South Africa, and it's the fourth match of the five-match T20 series, and it's held at St George's, Kerala, West Indies. It's going to start at 11:30 p.m. today. We are just going to see the preview of the match. There is the West Indies and South Africa have played three matches in the series, in which South Africa have won the two matches and West Indies have won one match. In the previous encounter, Sabri Shamsi was the man of the match, where South Africa beat West Indies by one run. Obai Maka scored the highest fantasy points for West Indies with 124 match fantasy points. And on the other side, the South African like Quinton de Kock to match the top point. Now we are going to see the pitch condition. The pitch condition of George Garandia is always a balanced pitch where the first inning score will be 175 runs. If you compare the last three matches, this pitch will be a good batting surface when compared to the last three matches. And at this venue, 75% of the match are won who was batting first. So the team who will be winning the toss will bat first, and toss will be very crucial here. So when you see West Indies, it's always clear that paces will have high effect, and this pitch also is the same, where 69% of the people win like pace bowlers only, but bowling fantasy will be higher in this ground. In the total 8-to-8 contest, like 13 matches have held between South Africa and West Indies, in which South Africa won 8 matches and West Indies have won 5 matches. South Africa bowlers have earned the most fantasy points, while the all-rounders have earned most fantasy points for West Indies. We all know that West Indies is very strong in all-rounders and South Africa is very strong in bowlers, and the only key player will be Quinton de Kock in batsman. Now we are going for the batters and wicket-keeper section. The wicketkeeper section, we are going for Quinton de Kock, who has 50 match fantasy points. You see 50 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, which means he will surely give you 50 points. Whatever may be the score, he may get 10 runs or 20 runs, he will manage it with the catches. So he will give 50 match points. The second player we are going to see is Erwin Lewis, who has an average fantasy point of 44 match fantasy point in his last 10 games. So he is also a crucial pick. And next person we are going to see is Leslie van der Dussen, who has around 52 match fantasy points in his last 10 games, and he plays in a middle order. So it's like how the top order approach for the South Africa will lead to Leslie van der Dussen's performance. Now the top predictions for bowlers. Obed Mackay has an average of 52 match fantasy points in the last 8 games, where his slower balls is very hard to pick for the batsmen. Next we are going for Kagiso Rabada, who has a 40 match points in the last 10 games, who bowls in the end of the power play and also in the depth. And the next player is Tabriz Shamsi, who has 43.4 match fantasy points in last 10 games. He naturally bowls in the middle overs like 8 to 16. He bowls and finishes quota, where batsman is very lethal and unable to pick his bowling action. Now we are going for an all-rounder section. Andre Russell leads the all-rounder section with 57.3 match fantasy points in the last 10 games, where that is the highest average with the whole team. The next all-rounder is Fabian Allen, is 46.2 match fantasy points in last 10 games. And the third position goes to Linde, and he is having a 41.7 match fantasy point at an average of last 10 games. The main all-rounder missing is Jason Holder, who has not performed well in his last 10 games. His average is 30 match fantasy points. Top fantasy prediction of the last match will be Obed Mackay with 124 points, Bravo with 85 points. Both of them are bowlers, and Lendl Simmons with 45. The top point getters for South Africa you go for is 103 fantasy points for de Kock, Nortje goes with 62 points, and Shamsi with 60 match points. Now we are going for the captain and vice captain options. So these are the only possible captain and vice captain options. You can go for Quinton de Kock, Andre Russell, Obed Mackay, Fabian Allen. It's very interesting, but Fabian Allen scores, he bowls 4 overs for sure and bats in lower down the order, but he is unnoticeable. Next is Aiden McCallum, who played the last match alone, but his fantasy point is very good. Now we are going for the playing 11. Everything looks same, but there is only one change. Who is Lungi Nigiri, who is out of form in the last 3 matches and very expensive, is most probably going to be replaced by Andale Filikwayo or Bian Mulder, and most it will be Andale Filikwayo who replaces Lungi Nigiri. And when we come to West Indies side, there will also only one change is expected, where Shimran Netmire is going to be missed out and Chris Gayle might come in place of Shimran Netmire. Now we are going for the team, guys. For the small league, I am going for Quinton de Kock, Evan Lewis, Lendl Simmons, Reece Hendricks and Aiden Markram. And in all-rounder section, Russell and Fabian Allen. Bowlers, Nortje, Rabada, McCoy and Shamsi. And my captain and vice captain options will be, the only change you can make in this team is establish Shamsi. If South Africa bats first, you can take Shablish Shamsi. If South Africa bats second, you can leave Shamsi and you can take Gayle. Now I am giving an important tip for Grand League. If you are playing Grand League, leave Quinton de Kock. No Quinton de Kock in the place and take Pooran. This is for the Grand League team. And your captain and vice captain options will be Pooran Gayle or Gayle Miller, or Pooran Gayle or Miller Gayle. This is for the Grand League team, guys. If you are playing Grand League, don't take Quinton de Kock and only in Grand League. It's not for the small league. Thank you, guys, and if you want a final team, please subscribe to my Telegram channel and also subscribe my YouTube for my upcoming videos. Thank you, guys.